fuck it, we ain't even going for pretty. Sorry for the shakiness. My arms and hand, everything's killing me. But I marched in DC on Saturday, was it? Yes. The Red Line for Gaza, and I'm very, very proud of it. And I'm not trying to make myself out to be a martyr or anything, but first off, it was a 15-hour bus ride from Des Moines, Iowa. And I knew that going in. And I worked real hard to make sure I didn't forget a medicine this time, because I did that when I marched at Columbia, or protested at Columbia on the 29th of April. And it really shortened my ability to protest last time. So I'm like, girl, get all your pills. Come on. I forgot Enbrel. I take it on Friday. I left on Friday afternoon. And if you know Enbrel is like $4,000 a shot. So getting a replacement is not feasible for my poor ass. So I just had to accept that. And I was like, okay, fuck it. And I told my sisters before I forgot the Enbrel, I said, I'm going to break my body till September, but this is very important to me. So I was willing to do it, but oh God, it was so much worse than I planned because of that. I posted some pictures. I'm not looking for sympathy or anything, but oh my God. Okay, okay. I do want a little sympathy on my feet. What's almost hilarious to me is by the time we marched and got back to the bus for the next 15 hours home, people were really worried about me, and everyone was real nice on the bus. They mandatory masking, they all followed it. It was wonderful. In fact, I was the one who had trouble with it for that long. And I just tested no COVID, so hopefully if I got it, it'd be the Smithsonian. But anyway, I thought, gee, they're really worried. I don't think it's that bad. And then I got home and seen my feet, and I was like, oh, maybe they under-worried. I have not seen my feet so swollen in my whole life. I think they've gone down a little bit. Yeah, I'm burned everywhere. I'm burned here, there. And this is my really bad foot. I hope I'm shooting it because it won't let me flip the camera. And it was so much worse when I got home. My skin looked like it was about to explode off my foot. And I can see in my face is really swollen. That the protest is still pretty swollen. Of course, what is sunburn? Radiation plus inflammation. So, but I'll tell you, those pictures of my feet do prove one thing. Mobility aids work. Because the way the wind was blowing, I wanted my pride flag, which I'd only had time to do one side of it, wanted that to show. So I had my left for the flag, and my left foot's the one that was the skin about to bust off. This was my cane, and so my foot's fine, but my arm not so much. So it's just a all over burning pain. I slept till 5 p.m. when I got the next day once I got home. So, but I'll say, you know what? I did consider it kind of a preview of going to Washington for the Disabled March, which I hope to get enough people to make such an influence. And if that was the case, worth it. They had the red line around the White House. The red line was facing the street in front, it's a closed off street unless you have access in front of it. And they literally surrounded the White House, 2 miles long of red paper and people. I was in front of the White House, but I was on the cement barriers, which I think I found a picture of. And I thought, me with the cane and the witch hat, because they said bring a hat, and thank God I did, because my scalp didn't burn too bad. So yeah, thank you, hat. I figured that would make a pretty big impression for somebody with a cane to get up here and make a scene like that. So I got a lot of pictures taken, but I haven't been able to find one. If you were there, please send me one if you have one. And I did have some great experiences. It was wonderful, just very inspiring. And then there was this little lady, and she probably was 60-ish. And because they did a march in front of the red line. And so people were slowly coming both ways before that. and this lady was marching with her daughter, and she looked at me and she said something to her daughter, and she climbed up next to me, and her daughter's like, "Mom, no." She got up there, she told me, "You inspired me," and she took some pictures, she did some chants, and she got down just fine. I was like, "Please don't hurt yourself, because I don't know how old you are, your ability here." The rabbis for peace and end of genocide also came near me towards the end. I seen some pictures being taken. Those would be really cool if I could find some. I haven't found any. And then there was a few different people who I later, when I got down, because my feet were just giving out, I couldn't feel them anymore. It's like, okay, this is not a good combo, because I do not wish to fall on cement to make this much worse. And one lady grabbed me, and she was up on the cement thing, because there were so many of them lining it, and she said, "Thank you, you inspired me." And she seemed to be an abled person. She was up there chanting. That was really cool. Of course, it wasn't about me. I'm just saying these are my experiences. And I gotta tell you, I have yet to post it, but I'll try soon. I have a picture of me when I was like 8 or 9. I was a chubby little, because I just ballooned up with the undiagnosed sleep apnea. Fuck you, mother. And we're sitting at a almost dead Walmart parking lot at the outside of town facing the Mental Illness Health Institute. And I'm wrapped in a blanket, and I have a butterfly fake tattoo on my cheek. And I always said I wished I could have lived to be a hippie in the grass protesting. I was finally that hippie, because after the protest, I kind of fucked off. I needed air conditioning. Went to Smithsonian, ate some horrible truck cheese fries that did the job, I guess. Made me so sick. And then I came back because they were doing a mock trial on the park, not Lafayette, but the White House East Lawn, I think it is. And I needed a phone charger from my group. And so I came back, and I realized, oh my God, we're the hippies on the lawn. So I got a picture of that, and I'm really thrilled with that. I really enjoyed that. But I gotta tell you, of all the things involved in this protest, our bus, the pee started to ferment in the bathroom. It was nasty by the end. And all my pain, because I didn't have my medicine. And I was like, this is like 0.02% of what people in Gaza are going through. And if this is a little tiny bit I have to suffer, I shall suffer. It's just horrific. Like, they killed 250 innocent people, maybe as many as 400 on that aid pier, the Pentagon place. Yet, you only hear about the 4 hostages they saved yesterday. Never mind, the biggest killer of the hostages is Israel. So, yeah, and just don't forget, kids, Hamas has accepted the ceasefire deal. They wanted to accept one on October 9th, and Israel said no, and Israel keeps saying no. The U.S. claims now they're willing to accept one with Hamas, even if Israel doesn't accept, and the war minister just resigned, and they're scrambling to try and avoid, karma. So please donate eSIMs to Gaza, donate to your local Palestinian student movement, go protest even in, nearest place you can if you're safe. If you're online and, you're disabled, you can't do that, get online, slap on some colors, say something. Hell, just even reshare posts as something. Everyone can do something.